So, have you ever applied for an Australian visa and suddenly received a letter called a Section 57 Natural Justice notice? For many students, this can be a scary moment. The Department of Home Affairs is basically saying, we've found a problem with your application, and unless you can explain it, we're going to refuse your visa. Hi, I'm Desti from Education Australia, and in this video, I'll explain what an S57 notice is, why it's so important, the mistakes you need to avoid, and how to respond effectively. By the end, you'll know what this notice really means and what steps you can take if you ever receive one. So, natural justice is a legal principle that ensures every applicant has the right to a fair hearing before a decision that could negatively affect them is made. In other words, before the Department of Home Affairs refuses your student visa, they are required by law to give you an opportunity to know what the concerns are and to explain your side of the story. This requirement is part of the Migration Act 1958, specifically Section 57. So if you've received a letter that says natural justice or Section 57 request, it means the department has information that may lead you to your visa being refused. But instead of refusing straight away, they're giving you a chance to respond. At first glance, it looks like just another request from the Department of Home Affairs, but it's not. Okay, let's clear up a confusion where a lot of people mix up an S57 notice with a normal request for documents. But trust me, they're not the same thing at all. Under Section 56 of the Migration Act, the department may simply ask for additional documents or clarification to help them make a decision. So it's like the department saying, hey, we just need a little more paperwork before we can finalize your visa. There could be an updated bank statement, a fresh police check, or maybe a missing documents you forgot to upload. But an S57 Natural Justice notice means the case officer has already identified a possible reason to refuse your visa. Maybe they believe your financial evidence doesn't add up, or they flagged concerns about your documents, or something in your application doesn't match their records. So in other words, while a Section 56 request is about finishing your application, an S57 notice is about defending it. It's the department saying, look, we've spotted a problem in your application. And honestly, right now, we're leaning towards refusing your visa. But we've given you one chance to explain yourself. So I'll give you an example. If they can verify your COE, they might send a Section 56 request asking for proof of enrollment. But if they believe your COE is fraudulent, they'll issue a Section 57 letter, giving you a chance to explain why they think it's not genuine. Alright, let's talk about what not to do, because a lot of students lose their visa at this stage because of these mistakes. First, ignoring the letter. 2. Sending emotional or angry responses. 3. Sending too many relevant documents. 4. Not addressing the actual concern. And finally, using false or altered documents. Instead, focus on being clear, honest, and precise. A strong reply doesn't need 100 pages. Sometimes 3 to 4 well-chosen documents explained properly are stronger than a giant pile of random attachments. So bottom line, don't ignore it, don't overreact, and don't drown them in paper. And definitely don't lie. Okay, so you've got the letter. What now? A lot of students freak out when they see Section 57 at the top, but remember, this is your chance to turn things around. You're not refused yet. Now, the key here is how you respond. A weak, rush, or emotional reply can actually make things worse. What the department wants is clear, structured evidence that directly addresses their concerns. Here's how I usually break it down. First, read the letter carefully. Every S57 notice will spell out exactly what the issue is. Maybe they doubt your financial evidence, maybe it's your genuine student statement, or maybe it's something as serious as a document they think is bogus. You need to know exactly what they're questioning. Second, focus only on the issues raised. You don't need to send every document you own, just the ones that directly address the issue raised. For example, if the department questions your financial evidence, provide clear updated bank statement or sponsor documents that prove your funds. Third, it's well structured. A short explanation that connects your evidence to the department concerns goes a long way. Start by acknowledging what they said, then explain your side, and attach your evidence in an organized way. For example, you mentioned concerns about my bank statement. Here is a statement directly from my bank, verified and stamped. I've also included a letter from the branch manager, confirming its authenticity. Fourth, it's timely. The department gives you a strict deadline, and missing it almost always results in refusal. Even a strong response won't matter if it's submitted late. This is where many students ask our help to prepare responses that are clear, relevant, and on time. We understand how high the stakes are, and we make sure your reply gives you the best chance possible. So receiving an S57 Natural Justice notice can feel overwhelming, and it should. But it's also a chance to explain, a chance to provide the right evidence, and a chance to keep your future in Australia on track. The most important thing is not to ignore it, not to panic, and not to rush with the wrong response. Take it seriously, read it carefully, and act quickly. So if you're unsure where to start, that's exactly why we're here. At Education One Australia, our in-house registered migration agents and educational consultants can give you step-by-step making sure your response is strong, professional, and aligned with your future plans in Australia. If you receive an S57 notice or want to be prepared just in case, get in touch with us today for a consultation. Don't let this letter be the end of your journey. Let it be the turning point. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more information that helps international students succeed in Australia. Cheers!